Welcome back at 6:43 on Daybreak, and it's no secret that many parts of Buffalo are experiencing a renaissance, and a lot of that development is strongly rooted in our past.
And that is the case in a rebirth of some old grain silos on Elk Street in the city's Valley neighborhood. As we find in this unknown story of Western New York, what's old is new again. It's been part of the Valley landscape since 1894 when William Kreiner opened a drying house for the brewing industry here at 50 Elk.
It's about Buffalo coming back, and everybody's happy about that.
Over the next few decades, they added a malt house and the silos to the complex, a facility that provided jobs to the neighborhood and malt to breweries from Utica to Erie, including Genesee, Kohler, Cook's, Iroquois, Simon Pure, and Utica Club.
It's the history, it's part of what we were here.
The company operated until 1971, but the building stood vacant until 1975 when it was taken over by Buffalo Malting. They were in business until 1986, and then it sat vacant until Sean Wright and Jerry Young bought the buildings 32 years later.
So we're very excited about the rebirth in this area also.
Being architects, I enjoy building new buildings, but bringing buildings like this back to life, there's something about a before and after that is so much more powerful.
Young and Wright Architectural have transformed this historic and abandoned site into the silos at Elk Street, a mixed-use complex that's breathing new life into the neighborhood and bridging the gap in development between the old First Ward and Larkinville. This is what it looked like when we originally visited when they first took ownership 4 years ago. And here's what it looks like now. Young and Wright's team hard at work on their next projects, 2 apartments and tenants, including Cove Mill Barbering. Trinidad and Tobago native Oral Roberts says it was the perfect spot for his pirate and Caribbean-themed shop.
This has been really great. This has been so good, and the building is so rich with history and all this stuff. People come in here. I love walking around, showing them the place.
It's also restoring the original purpose of the site, bringing beer back to Buffalo. Breyer Brothers Brewing opened its doors just a month ago in the footprint of this facility, which once was instrumental to some of the most iconic beer brands in the state.
The building was originally a malt house. We've been looking for a tenant like Breyer Brothers because we just figured that, beer belongs in this building in one way or another.
It's full circle, it feels like. I mean, being able to bring beer to a building and serve beer out of this building, that was such a pivotal role in providing brewer's malt for breweries between Erie, PA and Syracuse, New York for all those years is just something that you dream of when you're trying to start a microbrewery.
And a dream rooted within one of the unknown stories of Western New York.